Hello, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. How to connect with your ancestors. The ancient wisdom we all carry within us. Well, the easiest way would be to look in the mirror. Your ancestors are right here, 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 here. You are the embodiment of all that has come before you. You carry all the information within you. Look at your hands. Feel the energy flowing through your body. That is the energy of not only your bloodline, but everything that has come before you and everything that is right now in this moment. There was a time where there were mystery schools for these sort of things, and they were very exclusive. Clairvoyance, divination, magic with a CK. Okay. Alchemy, transmuting lead into gold, the physical into spirit. Okay, consciousness. All these magical abilities that you hear about, that the ancients, our ancients, used to know about. Mysticism. There were schools for this place, for this stuff. How to connect with your ancients. Practice the art that's within you. The information now is all over the internet. The school is no longer exclusive. It seems to be less important. If you're looking at the modern lifestyle, making money is more important, it seems. So how to connect with your ancients. Practice what they practice. Sun gaze. The information that they downloaded within themselves is still there, that big ball in the sky. The energy field of the earth itself. The information and light energy coming from the stars. The energy of your own body itself, your own energy field, the Akashic Records as well. They say that the Akashic Records is available to us all when you can connect with other layers of your being. Okay, you have your physical body, the ethereal body, your energy body, and I might be mixing some of these up. Okay, this is not about giving you the proper terminology. This is about helping you realize there's other tangible, in a sense, realities to the world around us that we have access to. So the Akashic Records, when you can go inside yourself, bring your attention into different areas of your aura, you find different things. When you can come into the center, you can directly connect to all the acts or all the information that your ancestors handed down to you. When you speak, even your thought patterns, okay? Your likes and your dislikes, and not necessarily your conditioned state of mind, but when you can look deeper in yourself and notice what's within, when you can notice what's beyond the conditioning, you can then find the information, the chain, the link, your past lives. During my journey, I tried a lot of different witchcraft. I tried learning how to cast magic. I studied how the Tibetan Buddhism, their approach, different lines of Buddhism. Like I said, witchcraft. I bought tons of books. I practice Reiki, and I have since the very beginning of my spiritual awakening. I did a video on the Kundalini awakening, but right now I'm speaking of my spiritual awakening. More powerful, for me it was. And to connect with and use Reiki, you connect to an energy that's all around you, that your ancients were much more aware of. Whether you give it the word Reiki or whatever, it's all just different words, labels that mean the same thing. There's an energy field. There's energy, not just a field, there's energy all around you. And in the old days, in the ancient times, they used this energy for self-transformation. Some would use this energy for miracles, and I've done a few myself. One of the very first times that I was learning to trust in it and to see if it was real, I had a client during a Reiki session, and I was applying the hands-on healing technique into his chakras. And they tell you to not necessarily to use your mind, not to use your mind, to listen to your intuition, that if you have a feeling to do a certain technique within a certain area, then to do it. And I was going through the different chakras. I had got to the sacral chakra, okay, just under the navel, the belly button, just right around that region. And I had this feeling to just pull out what was there and to get rid of it energetically, just. So I did that, and this man had his eyes closed during the whole time, and I had no idea I was going to do that. Neither did he, is the point. And after the session, I always asked my clients, was there anything unusual? Was there anything that happened during the session you'd like to share, like to talk about? And he looked at me with a surprise in his eyes and suddenly said, I felt as though you took something out of my stomach. I didn't touch his stomach, and he had no idea I was even working in that region. So that for me was a huge, whoa, there's something here. And the ancients used this understanding. And when you share a practice that your ancients used to use, you connect back, if you will, with them at the same time. You revive their living knowledge of the world around us. I should make a video on how to use magic. I should make a video on how to use, maybe I should just give it to you here. You know what, I'll just give it to you here. It's fairly simple. It's fairly simple, but not easy to do. It's so simple your mind actually might be, you might not believe it, but your mind doesn't need to believe it for it to work. Because this stuff is beyond the mind. Now, it's easy, but it's difficult. And this is why most people don't go around casting magic, because there would be a lot of, the world would be a mess. People would use it from the mind's cravings and wantings. It'd be an ego-based practice. And to be honest with you, you cast magic, I cast magic, everybody you know casts magic every single day. Let me give you an example. When you complain about someone, okay, and you talk negatively towards them, and you have a negative intention, I hope he has, no. And in that moment, if you feel better and you can let it go, you put a lot of your anger into that statement and you really mean it, and then you can at that moment drop it and move on. You sort of feel you got it out of your system. You might start doing something and laughing and kind of, okay, you moved on. You just cast a black magic spell on that person, whether you know it or not. The way magic works, the way energy works, is you first have an intention, an openness. You have an intention and you want to have an emotion tied into the intention. For example, if you wanted to win the lottery, okay, you would focus on that very clearly in your mind. You want to win the lottery, then you would imagine yourself and project, you would feel as best you can the same emotion and intensity of emotion that you would feel when you win the lottery. So those are the first two steps. You would set the intention to win the lottery and then create within yourself the same emotion and intensity of happiness you would feel. So you would laugh and oh my God, you would cry, okay? But it would need to be genuine. That's why most people can't just make themselves win the lottery. And this is why I'm giving you this example. I don't want to give you all kinds of examples you can just, use, and it's not something to play with. And after you set the emotion, one of the most important steps, I call this set it and forget it. So you set the intention, create the genuine emotion, and then you forget about it and you create some laughter. There has to be, you laugh at yourself and you let go the expectation of it happening completely. You're like, you do it and you laugh at yourself at how silly it is. Let it go. and you don't expect it. If you expect it, you're creating a block that won't allow it to go through you into the universe for it to happen. Okay? So I didn't think this was going to be a video on how to cast magic, but your ancients were more aware of this, okay, than we are today. The ancient wisdom, your ancestors. So to practice and to live in a manner that they lived is sort of connecting with them. Okay? So let me just repeat that again, summarize. You set your intention, create the genuine emotion, set it and forget it. Set it, and then you forget it. Okay? Don't expect it. That's what you forget. You just let it go. And that's where it becomes difficult for most people. Because if you're casting a spell, it's because you want it to happen. So how do you cast a spell that you don't want or care that happens? So start with small stuff. Start with little things. And have fun. Just remember, there's karma to this stuff, okay? Any negative black magic spell you cast comes back to you. They say in witchcraft it comes back to you 3 times. So if you're wishing death on someone or an accident, guess what? That's coming back. Okay, this is not a toy or a game. The more love you send, the more love you receive. It's simple. Whatever time it is that you're watching this, wherever you are around the world, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Peace.